Good morning, everyone. So let's start with the YouTube series of the PYQ session that is going on the RBI mentorship and the test series of 2026 from Clarity for Sure platform, right? So let's start the class of the finance. So in today's class, I'm going to discuss, I have already discussed the PYQ of 2025, right? 2000. And you all can join our RBI 2026 mentorship and the test series program that is running on for the static syllabus, right? At only the cost of 2,999, right? You can watch the trial version of the classes also in the introduction to mapping, and you can see the type of notes we are providing, the ESI classes also and finance classes also. But on the whatever the trial version, you can watch it and think about how to learn the static portion. If you like, do join our RBI mentorship program of 2026, right? So as the name suggests, we will have a clarity. So I have already discussed in the series of PYQ session of 2023 as well as 2024, right? So today in today's class, I will going to discuss the finance PYQ questions for the year 2023, right? So the first question in your TV screen, I hope it is visible to everyone, and it is completely visible to everyone, because the query was that please zoom the slide. So I have already zoomed the slide right now in the course. So in the 2023 PYQ session of finance, it is just 5 question daily, but soon if we will cover this 2023 question of finance only in 2 classes, right? Okay. So first question, it was the National Bank for Financing Infrastructure and Development Bill. Okay. Is it clear? Was introduced in 2021 in Lok Sabha on March 20 March 2022. Okay. 2021. The bill seeks to establish the National Bank for Financial Infrastructure and Development, that is NAFID, as the principal development financial institution DFI for dash sector. So what kind of a sector you want to answer? If you will see finance, infrastructure, railway, roadways, and export. So if you all remember, the NAFID shall be regulated and supervised as AIFI. This NAFID, right, is an AFI. Is it clear? All India Financial Institution, right, which is regulated by whom? RBI. So it was the fifth AIFI which has been introduced in the year 2021, right? So it is just because in the Lok Sabha it has been introduced for the development of the financial institution DFI for infrastructure financing. It is something related to the NAFID has been just inaugurated at the year of 2021. For this AIFI has been established for financial infrastructure. You can say infrastructure financing se related, the things will be done in that. So the correct option for this question is B. I hope this question is very much easy, and it is, if you have understand the static portion of the classification of banks, right? In that portion, what the RBI is coming, what AFI is coming under the RBI. So you can understand the question very, and this is a 1 marks question in the asked in the year 2023. Now, in the field of finance, the second question, in the field of finance, which of the following is an example of alternative source of finance? How can you say that? Tell me. In the field of finance, which is an example of the alternative source of finance? What can be the answer? Just think about it. I'm giving everyone 1 minute time. Please think about it. Alternative source of finance. This is it is a completely static question that has been asked. So it is a direct question that has been asked. So if you will understand the meaning of forfeiting, right? The forfeiting is the correct option for the in the field of finance. Which of the following is an example of alternative source of finance, right? So alternatives of forfeiting is what? Forfeiting is similar to factoring, which allows whom? Exporters to obtain cash by selling what? Receivables from the foreign country at some discount. That is the meaning of forfeiting. So in simple words, if you will try to understand, forfeiting is a type of financing that helps whom? Exporters to receive immediate cash by selling their receivables at a discount through a third party. Then E is the correct option for this question. The second question, I hope it is also very much clear to everyone. The third question, right? In general context, which of the following is non-tax revenue? Which of the following is non-tax revenue? First, tell me, what is the meaning of non-tax revenue? So non-tax revenue, if you will try to understand what is the meaning of non-tax revenue, refers to the income or revenue that a government or a public sector entity generates from sources other than taxes. So it is something where the a revenue, it is kind of an income or a revenue, you can say it, who is generating government or a public sector entity generates from sources, some sources other than taxes. So examples of some non-taxes revenue sources include fees and charges, ठीक है, dividend and profit, interest and dividends, ठीक है. So GST, it is something related to tax, so this option is wrong. Custom duties, it is also related to some tax, it is also wrong. Interest is a correct option over here, right, which is related to the non-tax revenue. So it is also a very easy question. Production duty is none of the above, right? So I hope the 5 option out of which the you can understand what is the correct option over here. So the question is Ramesh lent rupees 25,000 to Suresh for 3 months, right? Ramesh, how much money he has lent to rupees 25,000 to Suresh for 3 months. After 3 months, Ramesh had to pay rupees 25,000 to Rajesh, and so he underwrote an instrument obliging Suresh to pay rupees 25,000 directly to Rajesh, and thus absolving himself from the liability. What kind of a negotiable instrument will they use? What kind of a negotiable instrument they will use? Try to understand. Trying to understand. And the negotiable instrument that Ramesh and Suresh will use in this scenario is bill of exchange, right? It is something bill of exchange. So bill of exchange is what? A bill of exchange is a written instrument. Okay? It is a written instrument that contains an unconditional order by the drawer Ramesh to the drawee Suresh. Who is the drawee over here? Suresh. To pay a certain sum of money to the payee, that is Rajesh. Payee क्या है? Rajesh. Drawer कौन है? Ramesh. And drawee कौन है? Suresh. So bill of exchange is the correct option. Okay? So by issuing a bill of exchange, Ramesh instructs Suresh to make the payment directly to Rajesh, thus absolving himself from the liability of repaying the debt of to Rajesh. Is it clear? So C will be the correct option for this question, that is bill of exchange. Right? So if you will understand our static classes that is going on in RBI Grade B 2026 program, then you will easily understand this. So here is a passage question again. You will read the passage, read the following paragraph and answer the following question that follows. Indian government is committed to provide financial inclusiveness and support to the marginalized and the hitherto socio-economic neglected classes. Financial inclusion is a national priority of the government as it is the enabler for inclusive growth. It is important as it provides an avenue to the poor for bringing their savings to the formal financial system, an avenue to remit money to their families in villages besides taking them out of the clutches and unsurious moneylenders. In the same regard, one such X scheme, such to promote inclusion, was launched by the government on 15th August 2014, which is one of the biggest financial inclusion initiatives in the world. Okay? Now, it is something related to the financial inclusion, this scenario. Moving forward, in order to move towards creating a social security system for such and for all Indians, especially the poor and the underprivileged, 3 ambitious Jan Suraksha schemes or social security schemes pertaining to the insurance and the pension sector were announced by the government in the budget 2015-16. These schemes were launched on the 9th May 2015 for providing life and accident risk insurance and social security act, right? So just understand this term, okay? A very affordable cost, namely Pradhan Mantri Suraksha Bima Yojana, Pradhan Mantri Jeevan Jyoti Bima Yojana, and C Atal Pension Yojana. So this is a recreated passage and not the exact question asked in the examination. Obviously, it is a memory-based examination, so exact question can't be asked in the examination. The first question is, read the following passage carefully and identify dash schemes launched by the government on 15 August 2014. That is completely a very easy question. You can understand the Pradhan Mantri Jan Dhan Yojana is ensuring what? Access to the financial services like availability of basic savings bank account, access to the need of base credit, remittance facility, insurance, and pension. So under the Jan Dhan scheme, any individual who is older than 10 years of age and does not possess a bank account can open in his or her name with the opening deposit of 0. Okay? Is it clear? So the correct option for this question is Pradhan Mantri Jan Dhan Yojana. Is it clear? So everyone can understand this is a factual based. right? Even if you are not good at current affairs and you somehow very good at static portion and you can understand how the schemes has been made through the economics, then you can answer this question clearly. So at that time, what is the insurance limit under the Pradhan Mantri Jeevan Jyoti Bima Yojana? What was the insurance limit? Tell me. What was the insurance limit at that time? Tell me. So if you be under Pradhan Mantri Jeevan Jyoti Bima Yojana is insurance scheme of Ministry of Finance, ठीक है? Offering क्या? Life insurance, cover of death due to a reason. So it was at that time office in the age group from age 18 to 50 years are entitled to join. Aadhaar is primarily for KYC. So it was Pradhan Mantri Jeevan Jyoti Bija offers a renewable 1 year term life cover of rupees 2 lakh. So it is something related to the C option is again it is correct. Here it is B is correct. Pradhan Mantri Jan Dhan Yojana, and in sixth question in the passage 2 lakh was the. So you can understand how they are asking sometimes in the year circular base, sometimes in the year schemes base. So you have to do prepare very well. You don't know what question, and even in the year 2025 you have seen that they are asking questions related to the static question also in the passage. Okay. Question 7 is asking which regards to the above mentioned paragraph, what is the age limit to join the Pradhan Mantri Jeevan Jyoti Bima Yojana? What was the age? So the age, if you will try to understand, it is Pradhan Mantri Jeevan Jyoti Bima Yojana. The age was something which is related to, if you remember, the correct option will be for this question. It will be, I guess, it was 50 years. Okay. It age limit, last limit it has been argument. So A option is correct for this question. A 50 years was the age for Pradhan Mantri Jeevan Jyoti Bima Yojana, right? Question 8 that is asking with regard to the above mentioned paragraph, what is the maximum pension received under PM Atal Pension Yojana? Maximum pension Atal Pension Yojana was, right, and also Ministry of Finance, 1000 per month or 2000 per month or 3000 per month or 4000 per month or 5000 per month after the age of 60 years until the death. So A, which is the correct option over here in the 8th question? 5000 maximum it has been asked in the question related to the PM Atal Pension Yojana. 9th question, with regard to the above mentioned paragraph, what is the premium paid under Pradhan Mantri Suraksha Bima Yojana? Premium that is paid. This is a very good question. So premium also you have to understand that is rupees 20 per annum, right? So B option is correct over here. That is rupees 20 per annum in Pradhan Mantri Suraksha Bima Yojana. So these questions was very easy, right? So in the next class, I will be discussing some more question related to your topics. So thank you so much. You can join our RBI Grade B mentorship program for having the clarity of the static portion that is going on. You all can watch the trial version and also see the PDF, how the PDF we are providing with the handwritten concepts. So you can understand the things very well. So thank you so much. Keep learning. Bye. Take care.